Mate, I don't know what you're getting lemon with me for. I've been putting money in your till all night. And now you're ringing last orders 45 minutes before you're due to shut. And you expect me to just get up and go. No, mate, don't work like that. I'm going to finish this last ale here, and then I'll be on my way. And guess what? I won't be coming back.
Beware the moon.
Ignore him, guys. He gets like this at the end of the night when he's knackered. Getting all nasty just because I've had a few bevies and he chose to work in a pub. It's not my fault. Get a different profession then, mate. Anyway, don't worry about him. So, as last orders today, we're going to be trying this for the very first time. St. Peter's Plum Porter. That is interesting because I haven't had a porter before. I don't even know what a porter is. I've had ales, stouts. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a beer, isn't it? But it caught my eye. For anyone who's new here, I did an episode that I released last where I tried this. It's from the same family, the St. Peter's Brewery. It's the golden ale, light caramel aromas. If you want to watch that, go back and watch the episode. But this is, I picked that up and I thought, you know what? I might as well get this one as well because it was the shape of the bottle that caught my eye originally, which we found out was an inspiration that they took from Philadelphia, from old gin bottles that used to be produced in Philadelphia. That's where they got the idea of the shape of the bottle. I said it looked like a medicine bottle at the time. I still think it does. But once I picked that up, then this got me attention because it's basically St. Peter's Plum Porter, but it's sweet porter with hints of jammy damson and black currant. Black currant? What? In a beer? If that's not got you interested, then I don't know what will. But without further ado, let's crack this pappy open. I can't wait to see the colour of the liquid because the second I heard black currant, I just thought, well, if I tip that in here and it's not purple, a dark purple, then that means you've used artificial colours. If it's purple, you've probably used legit black currants. So I guess we're about to find out. So without further ado, let's crack this pappy open. The last one wasn't very carbonated either. Okay, it's a dark colour. That's a good sign. That is a good sign. Okay. Absolutely zero whiteheads. That's a first. I don't know if porters are supposed to have whiteheads, but it hasn't got any. Let's get a smell on this pappy. Wow. Oh, actually, do you know what I didn't do on the last episode? I didn't rate this. I'm going to give this golden ale a 3 out of 10. Way too bitter for me. But let's see if the St. Peter's brand can pull something back. And I have still got some of this left because I wanted to compare the two. Without further ado. Wow. This is 5% as well. And the maddest thing is, it's 5% and I can't smell beer resonating from this glass at all. Not at all. If someone went to blindfold on me and went, I want you to smell all these things, and they went, I'd be like, it's a beer. And then he went, have we got a candle? An unlit candle? A bar of soap? A flower? I wouldn't be saying black currant though. Put it this way, if you had a scent and you walked into a house and your house smelled like that, everyone who walked in would be like, wow, your house smells nice. I haven't smelled an ale or a beer yet that is as nice as this, and I think it's going to be a very long time before I come across anything with an aroma that smells as nice as St. Peter's Plum Porter. I'm going to have to quickly Google the difference between a porter and an ale. What's the difference between a porter and an ale? Okay. Sorry for my lack of intelligence, guys. A porter is a type of dark ale, so there is no fundamental difference between them. A porter is an ale. The main distinction is that porter refers to a specific style of dark ale made with roasted malts, whereas ale is a broad category of beer brewed using a warm fermentation process with top fermenting yeast. Therefore, all porters are ales, but not all ales are porters. Definition: a style of dark beer brewed with roasted malts which gives them a deep colour and flavours, often described as chocolatey, toffee or coffee-like. Origin: developed in London in the early 18th century. Taste: typically smooth and less bitter than a stout, with a balanced blend of sweet and bitter flavours. Alcohol content varies depending on the sub-style, but often moderate. Okay. So, I guess it is an ale. Zero carbonation is what I'm seeing. Zero aromas of ale, but delicious smells. Let's get into this, guys. Cheers. Come on, St. Peter's Plum. Pull it back. Whoa. 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 That is in a league of its own. Whether that league's a good league or a bad league, we'll get to that. But that is in a league of its own. I've never tasted a beer, pardon me, that carries itself like this one. Bro, that's a plum. That's a straight plum. That is a plum. Someone got a plum and wrung it out like a wet sock into this bottle. There's nothing artificial about the flavour of that. Which I suppose is a good thing, isn't it, really? I'm not... Look, this now boils down to, do you like the flavour of plums? Okay, I'm getting that chest warmer. This didn't give it me. This golden ale did not give me this chest warming, almost like a burn, but not. It's nice. It's a delightful feeling. That didn't give me it. Let me just. Metal. That's metallic. That's artificial. That's the epitome of artificial. That's the epitome of natural. I've got a bit of history on this, actually. Because if it's not natural, then you've done a very good job of artificially recreating the flavour of plum. Yeah, they. Brewed by St. Peter's Brewery in Suffolk, England. Plum Porter is a dark style porter with an alcohol volume of 5% ABV. It is described as dark, sweet and full-bodied with background notes of damson, a type of plum, and blackcurrant, followed by a prominent plum aroma of flavours. Absolutely, absolutely, 100% true. Now, whether I can taste blackcurrant, I can't really pick it up that well, but everything else that has just been said in there is absolutely spot on. Plum aroma, 100%. Rumours are circling that St. Peter's Plum Porter was first brewed around 2011 as a limited seasonal release, though the brewery has not officially confirmed the exact year. The beer contains barley and wheat malts, a natural plum flavouring in its ingredients. I knew it was. It's a plum. You bite into a plum, that's what you're getting. There's nothing artificial about that. I'll bet money, big money. They've said it here as well. I didn't need them to tell me, but they've just confirmed it. And yeah, you know artificial when you try it. You know what I mean? I don't know why that's getting me so excited, but it is. Like, how many ale houses or breweries are knocking out legit, non-artificial, flavoured ales? You know what I'm saying? Like this toffee apple caramel latte. What are you doing, plucking that off a tree? I don't think so. You're plucking these off plants or trees or whatever you want to call them. It has achieved recognition in its international beer competitions. For example, it won a silver award in the flavoured stout and porter category at the World Beer Awards 2021. Other awards: silver medal at the 2025 World Beer Awards in the flavoured stout and porter category, silver medal at the 2024 World Beer Awards, and a gold medal at the 2024 Asia Beer Challenge for Plum Porter, among others, according to the brewery's announcement. A gold medal in 2024. Because, like I've just been saying, you start knocking out a flavour like this is in a league of its own. I'm not going to sit here and say I would drink this on tap, because I wouldn't. Because one thing that they both don't have is much carbonation. I say that, and I mean it in the sense of it feels like it's been left on the side in this glass already for 3 hours. Low levels of carbonation. A nice burn, like the burn that keeps on burning. So the 5%'s really kicking in. The au naturels of the plum, you can't grumble with it. It's not something I'd personally just continue to go out and buy and drink. It's just caught me off guard on, I suppose, the brilliance of craft beer and craft ales and the potential of what's possible when it comes to crafting an ale. And I just really respect the fact that they've used natural plums and they've held that flavour, and it's almost like covered the beer, but you still got the burn, so you know it's alcoholic, if that makes sense. Because it'd be, without that burn, you could sort of go, is there any alcohol in this? Or am I just drinking a can of like carbonated plum juice? But that burn hits so heavy that it almost reinforces and says to, you know, the consumer Don't think I'm just an ordinary carbonated plum drink, mate. Because I will burn you all night long in a nice way. A hug from the plum tree. That's what I'm getting. Just for the respect and the flavour, I'd say go and get one, just so you know what I'm talking about. Don't worry about getting one of these, the gold ones. It's metallic, it's artificial. 3 out of 10. Just for the craftsmanship, I have to give it respect. And I'm not going off, would I drink these all night? I'm not going off, is this one of my new favourites? It's not. But just off the craftsmanship and keeping it real, I've got to give this a high score. How could you improve it? Heavier carbonation. If this had more carbonation, I'd be more inclined to go back to it. It said it was seasonal. I'm assuming that season, well, it must be when the plums are ripe. But when would I want to drink it? Probably Christmas time. If it's Christmas and I've just finished work and I'm sat next to the fire and I'm not looking to get drunk. I'm just like, I've got work tomorrow, but I wouldn't mind a little chest warmer. Would I pull one of these out while I've got me fleecy pyjamas on? Yeah, I would. But I only want one of them. And on that basis, I'm going to give this a good solid 8.2 out of 10. Bravo! Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and remember, beware the moon, lads.
Beware the moon.